TFL EV is brought to you by Flow Charger, maker of reliable, high-quality charging stations for your electric vehicle.
Boy, do I have a very special car for you on this episode. This may look like a 1972 Plymouth Satellite, but it's now also the Electrolyte. And that's because it's a fully electric, actually Tesla-powered classic muscle car. And here's Kevin, the owner.
Yes, sir.
So Kevin, can you walk me around this machine?
Absolutely.
By the way, we're here at La Vida Volta show in Red Rocks.
Yes. Full of converted classics.
Yeah, that's pretty sweet.
Yeah.
But let's talk about yours. First of all, how was this idea born?
This was my favorite car since I can remember, because Daisy Duke drove this car season 2 of the Dukes of Hazzard, until Bo and Luke wrecked it, of course. I finally found this local car in Colorado, and I like turbo, muscle, Hemis, and so that's what I did. I bought a Hemi for it. I was going to turbocharge it until I saw a Tesla absolutely destroy a ZR1, and I thought, I got to get some of that torque. And so I started researching Tesla parts, and can I put it in a classic?
Okay. So was this car this nice to begin with?
The paint was, yeah. I bought it. The guy had just painted it, but the underside, the interior, everything else needed to be fully restored. The engine didn't run, needed a transmission, the whole works.
So you had a choice, invest into the engine, transmission.
Exactly.
Put a giant, maybe blower on top of it.
Totally, yeah. I was going to do twin turbo. I bought the Hemi. I was halfway going down that road.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what made you, and then you saw the drag race there.
Yeah.
So now what did you do? Can you walk me through some of this?
So let's start in the back, because that's the motor. So this is the entire back of this car, from brakes to brakes. You can see it's the Tesla brakes and the Tesla suspension. That's all factory Tesla components. It's an entire subframe that I just made fit in the car.
Okay.
And so if you look underneath, you can actually see the Tesla motor under there. And it fit this car like it was made for it. So I just made the 4 mounting points. It bolted into place. Everything but suspension, I had to make a cantilever suspension in the rear. But other than that, it was like it was made for the car.
So the Electrolyte was coming to life?
It was, yep.
Okay.
And then I needed batteries. Huge trunk in these old cars, so there's 6 battery modules back here. And then the rest are under the hood. So it's 16 modules. It's a full Tesla 100 kilowatt hour pack.
Okay.
And that gives it a range of 3 to 325 miles. It's a little over 600 horsepower. 0 to 60 on the street with the 305 tires is about 3.2, 12.04 in the quarter mile. And it's just the best daily driver ever.
So have you run it at Bandimere as well?
Not yet. I ran it at low altitude. So Bandimere, it should be faster.
Okay.
Because I have less air to push.
Yeah, and this, no combustion. So, and the dash you left, partially the same. And
so it's all factory reproduction interior, with the exception of the heated leather seats, and I have tablets for the instrumentation.
Okay.
Those get all the data from the battery management computer, the Tesla motor. I can see all 96 battery cells on one screen. It's got high and low temps. There's an amazing amount of data.
And then you created your own kind of a badge.
Yeah, so I like what Mopar does. I like their aggressive badging, but I think the Demon needed lightning bolts in this case, so there it is.
There's the Demon and lightning bolts, once again, or Wildwood up here.
Yeah, so this is all full aftermarket and custom front end, custom electric rack and pinion. It still has power brakes with the factory booster, but an electric vacuum pump to get those to work.
Okay. And I see you put a kind of a clear panel here on the battery.
So I love hot rod stuff, and I made everything bolt into this car. I didn't cut the car to make it fit. I made the stuff fit the car. So Tesla batteries are chrome. They look really cool. You can see every little tiny cell with its own little fuse wire. There's over 8,000 cells in here, and I just thought it needed to be seen so we kind of see what's making it work.
Yeah, I can really appreciate that. So were you doing a lot of the work yourself?
I did it all myself, yep.
That's pretty amazing.
This radiator, it's a big block radiator for, if it had a big block motor, but now it's split into 2. Half of it's motor cooling, half of it's battery cooling.
I got you. I see that. I see kind of the separation here.
That's a battery heater. We got a battery chiller. So this is a full 4-season car. I drive it year-round in Colorado, except for the snow. And I've driven it in the snow. It's a little sketchy with the regen. That's one pedal drifting is what that is.
Okay.
But, the batteries are fully temperature controlled, so they heat up in the winter for charging and to keep the range up, but then hot days are fast charging, because I can turbo or fast charge this, then the air conditioner kicks on, chills them right back down.
So what's like the maximum charge rates have you seen?
So I can do 75 kilowatts.
75
Yeah,
kilowatts.
all,
So
all the way to about 68%.
I mean, you can also charge it level 2 at your house
Yeah, exactly.
or whatever, right?
Yeah, I don't really need to fast charge, but I'll road trip it one of these days and try it out.
You got a Roadrunner beep beep?
Yeah, meet
Okay.
horn.
Okay. So how difficult was this? I mean, how long did it take?
This was a year and a half, and what was difficult is I didn't know how all this stuff worked. I'm a car guy, I know how to weld and fabricate motors, but there's new stuff. How does a battery management system need to be wired and configured, and how do I program all of the thermal management? And so it was just one little hurdle at a time to get through all that.
So you're just kind of learning as you go.
Exactly, yeah.
Can you show me a little bit of your gauges? Can we open this up?
Absolutely. Oh, I got it locked. Yeah, have a seat.
Okay.
So these are Samsung tablets, and so this is the main instrument panel. It's got all the different pages. This is the torque app.
Okay.
So you can scroll through, and once it's all powered up, you'll see every cell voltage, of course speed, you can data log some stuff. The other tablet can be everything from Netflix to moving maps to, you know, any
So your
entertainment.
slideshow?
So yeah, I got a slideshow going for the
Yeah.
show, and then rear view cam, all that stuff.
So how do you power this up and how do you shift, I mean, reverse or drive?
Yeah, so over here is the drive controls.
Okay.
So I've got the ignition on. There's a start button up here. So when you push the start button, that's going to energize the pre-charge and the main contactor for the Tesla motor. Now you can see we're in neutral.
Okay.
You just go to forward or reverse with your foot on the brake.
Well, we won't do that now.
Yeah.
But you can see more information now, so the voltage should come up?
Yeah, let's see here. I think I've got that shut off. I shut off some things for the show. Hang on
Oh,
one
yeah,
second.
yeah, okay. Yeah, this is pretty neat, guys, look. I mean, the interior is just really
All right,
nice.
that data will come up in a minute.
Okay.
It's got full HVAC, so I'll kick the AC on. It's a hot day, but I've got a programmable thermostat to run the heat and the air conditioning. And then the air conditioner is a variable speed, so you can change the RPM based on the temperature, so you don't have to draw full current when you don't need you know, that much. You can hear the AC pump going now.
Yeah, and
And,
it's small vibration too.
Yeah, and that's
Kind of interesting.
I can speed it up here, and it'll get cold real quick.
I can hear it. I don't know if you guys can hear it, but I can hear it.
Yeah, yeah. There's some nice cool air for you.
Yeah, it is. Cooling off.
Yep.
Okay.
And you can see we're drawing about 6.8 amps to run the air conditioner. If I slow it down, there it went all the way up to 7 with the fan going. You can slow it down and just get more range if you don't need full AC. And now we can see all the battery cells. So they're all
They're about 4-ish,
yeah, about
right?
4. Yep.
So how did you source the parts? I mean, did you take a car apart or?
I didn't, but I found people who do that.
Okay,
So there's
okay.
Tesla dismantlers. So this is made out of about 7 Teslas.
Okay.
They had an unfortunate end to their life, and I gave them a new path.
New path to life.
Yep.
I see. Is that a draggy
That is a draggy.
for 0 to 60s and all that stuff? Yeah.
3.2 is my best on the street. I didn't
Yeah.
do it at the track, but
Yeah.
it's not
Well,
bad.
3.2 is respectable.
Yeah.
How heavy is this car?
4358.
Okay.
55% of the weight's in the rear now, so it's like closer to like a
Yeah.
Porsche bias.
Okay. Well, that's good for traction, right?
It's great.
Because it's 2-wheel drive.
2-wheel drive,
Yeah.
just rear drive, no
Yeah.
traction control. And we live in the Rockies here. I go hit the canyons all the time, and you can really push this car hard. It's great in the corners.
Well, I think you're doing electric muscle, if I may say so.
Electric muscle, yep. Someone had to do it, right?
Yes. And maybe Dodge will have something to
Maybe,
say.
hopefully, yeah.
Hopefully they'll have something to say here.
That's right.
Well, thank you for sharing it,
Yeah,
Kevin.
absolutely.
This is really sweet. I think it's just super, and I'm really glad you're driving it.
Yeah.
Actually not sitting in the garage.
I'm on my second set of tires. I've driven it about a year now, a little over 5,000 miles. And
Yeah.
the rear got more mileage than the front somehow, but it's hard on tires.
All right, I appreciate it. Thank you very much.
All right.